hotspot. Welcome, I'm James. Oh. Hey James, how's it going? Thanks for subscribing. I didn't even see that. I'm getting fuel, guys, so I'm not going to be in here for a second. I'm just going to reconnect for 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. There we go. I'll be back. I'm getting fuel. And I'm doing good. Almost done. Forgot to do this. We'll get a coffee or something. Oops. There's no one here.
मुझे याद तक मुझे याद पानी मैं क्या लिखना ऊपर तो ना थोक बनी है हाँ मैं क्या मूड बनी मैं हाथ देख कर मैं क्या स्टूडेंट है मैं क्या अभी
I don't know. I think in the washroom. There's a couple people at the cash.
Anything else?
That's everything. What do you think? Fucking hell. Man. One guy working and he's fucking cleaning the toilets. Alright, we're gonna get back on the road here. Gonna go get loaded up. in about, I don't know, I think an hour and a half, something like that. What was that? What was it? Oh my god, I gotta put the music back on and then we can roll. It turned on its own, nice. Yeah, you know, just a couple lefty, Randy, then another lefty, and then another lefty, and then pretty much straight. So we hit the mine, turn around, figure out where I'm sleeping. I don't think I want to go till 4 a.m., so I'm going to be up later, and yeah, fuck that. I don't think I want to do that. But I don't know yet. Figure it out. Maybe I will. Who knows? Got 4 hours left on the book. Or 3 hours and something minutes. I don't fucking know. Green light. brother bear's loaded up. Or he's just fucking slow. I mean, it is red, so he could just be taking his time. Plenty of time, too. I like driving through the night here because, you know, there's so much traffic. Well, not so much, not compared to the States and stuff, but people can't drive here at all. And, yeah. But I mean, if I drive in town more during the day, then I'll get more content. These people never taking the proper lanes. Chicken lights and chrome. Beautiful truck, 379. I hope you feel better.
living this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Jimmy's on like I'm a kid, yeah. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, look at eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today will be a good day. Okay, I know that today will be a good day. Feel good, feel great, can't complain. Look out, my window, see birds and planes. Sun's out, some clouds, moonlight, rain. Siblings on my nerves, Summertime go for a swim, wintertime go grab a sled. Spring I'm gonna need an umbrella, fall back and see with my friends. Attitude change like the weather, my mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks we evolve in the sun, every 12 months we do it again. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Brush my teeth out, wash my face. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Brush my teeth out, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.
Bourbon and beer still going strong. Going on, everybody? Let me know where you're watching from, if you're just tuning in or if you're new to the channel. Let me know how you found me. And join the Discord if you haven't already, and you can put your name onto the backseat hauler map. See where everyone from this YouTube's watching from. Of course, if you want to chat and you've never been in my lives before, you're gonna have to subscribe. It's a subscriber only. subscriber only chat. I forgot to turn it on when I first started the live. going on, Jade? We're headed the other way now. We were going this way yesterday, or going the other way to get loaded at the same spot and then back to the same spot. You missed some of the streams today. I had a stream this morning. Well, not this morning, stream during lunch, basically. A stream in the afternoon, and then this stream. That one was like breaking up a lot, and then I don't get to chat in like a good portion of that one in that spot, so I don't usually stream there. I usually stop it, but I really wanted to because I haven't in a while. I want to keep this YouTube going, keep people entertained, so I did one. That was the biggest one of the day, and I hate going up it every single time. The winter, it's even worse. Towards the top of it, you start spinning. A lot of trucks with super singles, they'll spin out. They'll start going back down the hill. You guys are in for a treat this winter, though. See some nice inclement weather. See a young man tackle some perfect storms. I'm excited for winter. Bet you don't hear people say that. Look at this, guys. We got a left lane hog. The left lane's a lot better than the right lane, but he's in a pickup truck or SUV or something. Like, it doesn't... These aren't like bumps, they're just like little small hills in the middle of the road. I broke down for 36 hours once on the side of the road before anyone could get to me and bring me the part I needed. I didn't even have service, so before bed, I'd go tell my girlfriend that I'm okay, I'm going to bed, blah, 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 and then I'll text her in the morning if I can. What? Why did he flash his yellow lights? What? No. But yeah. I walked all the way to a sign. I knew I had service because I was there earlier in the day. And as soon as I get to the sign and I get a bar reception, I'm about to text my girlfriend, or sorry, call her. I hear something big get up right beside me in the bush. Like, massive twigs snapping. I'm like, what the fuck? I sprinted so fucking fast down the highway. I shit you not. The bottom of my shoes, the inside was hot. My feet, my socks were hot from the friction of running. Like, I did not run that fucking fast since track and field. It was fucking insane. Like, and I smoke a lot, so I don't got very good fucking lungs, and I didn't stop till I made it inside my truck. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, but we only have black bears here. Fuck a black bear, I'll punch you right in the nose. No, if I actually seen, like, if I seen what it was, I'm pretty sure it was a moose, because I was right beside a swamp. Like, I'm 98% sure it was a moose. If I saw it was a bear, I don't even know what I would have done, honestly. Like, obviously a black bear's gonna chase me. I'm not gonna actually punch it in the nose unless it's attacking me, but I don't think a black bear would really chase me unless there's cubs. Like, I've been around bears all my life. We actually had one that got into our garage once when I was a kid, and we trapped it. They used to come right up to us in our yard and shit, like, but we trapped it, and like, we had to get the M&R to come. They put it in a cage, and then it sat there for a fucking week until they picked it up. A week. In its own piss and shit with no food or water. A moose once? When I see moose, I see 2 to 3 at a time. In the middle of the road or in the ditch. Running at my trailer or on my truck. Why don't you flash your yellow lights again, big guy? I see them in the day, I see them at night. They're out a lot more at night. You just don't see them unless your lights go off their eyes. I'm always watching. Like, I mean, you can't see the ditch right now. Oh, I can't even turn my lights on because this guy's there. But when I turn my high beams and my light bar on, I can see the ditch. I can see everything. I don't get scared driving at night. If I hit one, I hit one. Oh well. Usually when there's one moose, there's probably another one with it, if not two. And it's not like a deer where it'll stare into your headlights, like doesn't know what the fuck's happening. It'll look at you, it'll see you coming, and then it'll just start walking across the road expecting you to stop. I always blare my horns way before I get there, and I make sure they start going towards the opposite way of me. If not, I'm on the brakes and I'm stopping. Never had to stop. I dodged a big mom once, and then the baby ran into my trailer. I saw it roll over, get up, and then run away. I was going like 20 miles an hour up a hill. And then I hit a dead moose carcass after my grandpa hit the dead moose carcass. And I had to get under his truck and put a fuel line back on. I think I said this story yesterday. Yeah, I'm in a transport. And, well, I mean, I'm sure you've been beside a transport, you know how tall it is. Yeah, moose head and antlers are middle of my windshield, and antlers are maybe a little taller sometimes. Like, we get massive moose out here. There's like the record size moose, I can't remember what size it was. It was massive though, like insanely huge. Like looks like a monster. You wouldn't expect that to be roaming the woods. Yeah, okay, so that one was a little shorter, probably a bull moose. Yeah, I seen a guy hit a moose once, and the moose was laying on the side of the road as I passed it. Obviously, I didn't want to run it over, but it was on the side of the road. It wasn't in the lane or anything. It was off the road. It was good. But it was still alive. I wasn't going up that fucking thing. We called the authorities, and yeah, they dealt with it. I ain't going up to no fucking moose that was just hit. Disgusting. There was crap all over the side of the truck. The cab was dented. The hood was broken. Not mangled. The hood, they just used like an epoxy on it. They fixed the hood. Got new headlights. Now that truck's a parts truck. The engine, the head blew on it. And we have other trucks we're just gonna put parts into. Because that cab's all smashed up, like I said. Yeah, I felt so bad. Knowing it was dead and I couldn't really do anything. Mind you, I wasn't going to take a knife to its neck and cut its throat, so let it bleed out. That's not something I would do. Partridge and stuff, but I've never hunted big game, and I don't think I would want to hunt big game. Fishing hurts me. But I love fishing. Yeah, I love meat. Can't live without meat. Viewers, welcome in everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're new to the stream, let me know how you found it. And of course, copy that Discord link, throw it in your browser, join up the Discord, put your name in the backseat haulers map. And if you'd like to chat, you'll have to subscribe, unfortunately. I'd try to become friends with all wild animals until they attack me. You ever see a moose though? Don't try to go up to it. There's a video of a guy somewhere on a snow machine trail who tried to go up to it and pet it, and it attacked him, and I don't know if he died, but he definitely broke all his ribs, his legs, arms. Like, the moose folded him in half. Call them swamp donkeys. Maybe it was like around people lots. It was more civilized than a wild one. I mean, this guy was egging the moose on though. Like the snow machine trail, you could tell it didn't want him there, and he just kept wanting to go up to it. And I think he slapped its ass instead of like, I don't know, man. You have to try to find it. It's like it was a crazy video. believe that cop flashed his fucking lights at me instead of turning his high beams on. Yeah, exactly. If it's not threatened by you, it'll come up to you. But animals are also really smart. Like they can read body language. They can read your emotions. Dogs are really good at that, man. Oh, look at that moon. It's red. That's from the fire, I'm assuming. I don't know, man. I don't usually see a red moon unless I see a red full moon, like a blood moon, but I don't know. It's half a moon and it's red. Look outside. Is your moon red, guys? Or orange? Oh yeah, no biggie. Remember one stream I was on, the moon was massive for like 10 minutes. And it wasn't even an eclipse day. Like it, I mean, eclipses happen often. Cinco viewers, according to my screen. skateboards. I think that got no. His window looked shattered, but I don't see a carcass or anything, and his bumper hood didn't look. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch the stream there. I'm gonna clip that. His lights weren't mangled either, so I mean, whatever he hit jumped into his window. Unless I'm just blind. There's not a single cloud here. But that is pretty cool looking to me. That means a cop or an animal because he's flashing lots. Eyes peeled. Usually when they flash once it's a cop, if they flash multiple times it's an animal. Or construction or an accident. Maybe Buddy drove all the way there with a shattered windshield after hitting it because he didn't want to get chased by it or something. Depends how many bars of reception I have at the time. I really don't see nothing, and if he's one of these guys who just fucking flash me so I could drive like a grandma for the next 20 kilometers, I'm really, really mad. Or he thought I had my high beams on, but after I flashed him, he flashed me again, and then he did his blinkers. Guy didn't flash me, so I mean, this guy probably seen something and it went in the bush. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep looking. But that was Desperats. Tessalon is in. That's a sign for it, so it's in 20 minutes. We're going 15 minutes south of Blind River to a place called Sprague Lafarge. So grab a 90-10 mixture of some dry bulk cement. Flashed a bunch of times, I gotta shut my good lights off for car. Yes, that's the one. This was my main route for 2 years, 2 full years. But I don't know. I'm starting a new contract. I'm supposed to be going to Quebec, so I'll be going. I could sleep in the truck 1 to 2 nights to pull off an extra load and get an extra like $600 on my paycheck. That was a short one. I shouldn't do that much. Like, I don't lose service here. I have 2 to full bars here at all times. It just randomly does that. I don't know. Condensation. Rubber that squeaks on the window. I don't even know why it does. Well, I got a thing on my wiper arm that pushes the rubber more on the windows. The way these trucks are made, they don't clean the window enough. So you gotta basically push them down more. They're called wiper bungees or something like that. I don't fucking know. I go through so much bug juice though. Constantly running into small bugs and some big ones that sound like rocks and they explode. Bugs? Yeah, there's no bugs in the winter, and then summer comes and it's holy shit. You got lots and lots of mosquitoes, flies, moths, fucking bats, anything you can think of. You see them flying across the screen too. There's another one. I've just seen like 3 moths in 30 seconds. Not even. On this, well, the dash has been changed, so I don't know the true kilometers. There's more than this, probably not much more than this, but there is 1,350,955 kilometers. So I'd say probably about 1.5, 1.6 mil. I mean, I do 1,000 kilometers a day. Unless I'm completely off with the numbers and maybe it's a lot higher than what this is. I don't know, I'd have to ask my uncle. I mean, it's a 2004. The dash was changed when we got it, so we can't really tell, right? But I've put 300,000 kilometers on it, I think, in 2 years. Alone. I'd have to double check, like, my first load, what the kilometers were. Yes. We're not far from overloading. I'm still debating on if I want to load tonight. I don't know yet. I get to sleep as early as I can so I can start my day early instead of having like a start at noon and leave finish the day at like 4 a.m. again. Oh yeah, like when I started my YouTube 3 months ago, that's when the work slowed down. Like I was never home. I was making $3,000 every 2 weeks, $3,200 every 2 weeks after tax take home. And when I first started trucking in Canada, it wasn't mandatory e-logs yet, and my grandpa's old school. So I got the fun of all that. So I got to drive longer without sleep. There's times I told my grandpa, like, look, I'm not tired, but I could tell you're tired. We're pulling over. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, no, man. I'm driving behind you. I know you're tired. He's been trucking for 40 years, though. Something like that. And I've even done loads in other trucks, but this is my main truck. Right? I've been driving this for 2 years, but I've done loads in other trucks when this one broke down. But yeah, I was always doing work. Like five of these loads a week, which is maxing my logbook out, going a little over maybe sometimes. And now I haven't even been using my logbook now. Like it's on, but like in the last 3 months, I have 70 hours a week I'm legally allowed to drive, and I haven't even been using an hour of it for the last 2 weeks for sure. I haven't used an hour of it, but for the last 2 months I've been doing like local dump truck stuff, you know, small little things here and there, one load, nothing like on the road. buy fuel or maintenance. No, my uncle owns a truck. He pays for all that. That was me take home. Like that was for me and the girlfriend. That was our money every 2 weeks. And some weeks I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna take. My grandpa drives for him. My younger brother drives for him. I drive for him. My dad drove for him, but took time off. Might be coming back. And then we have a really good family friend that drives for us as well. But yeah, it's family owned and operated. Whole lot owned and operated. My grandpa used to have his own business back in the day. Then his drivers totaled his trucks and insurance and blah blah blah. It was really expensive. He had to close the business down. And then they worked on mining equipment. They built mining equipment. The mine I just left, like the mine I delivered to today, buys machines off of the place where they built them, and they built machines for them. They used to work there and show them how to use the machines and they used to go there and fix them. I helped them build 2 mining machines once, a boom and a scoop. I contracted with them on a co-op for school. I didn't like school, so I did co-op, so I worked during school instead of doing school, basically, and then did online classes. And I was supposed to go to Russia and show them how to use the machine and what's what and this and that with my grandpa and my uncle, but I had to go back to school, so I never went. That was another cool thing I did. And then one day, my uncle was like, I want to start my own business. I want to start restoring machines like a loader or an excavator that looks like shit. He wants to completely take everything off. We did this on a lot of machines actually. We took all the panels off and we sanded them down, we repainted, we fixed everything that needed to be fixed. Like we did everything. The machines look beautiful. We put stickers, new stickers, everything on. And then one day he was like, oh, this is doing good, so we're gonna buy a truck and a trailer so we can go pick the machines up and bring the machines to the people. My grandpa saw the truck and he's like, I get to drive? What do you mean, I get to drive? His eyes lit up. And ever since then, my uncle just started buying more trucks and getting more people. Trucking makes good money if you know what you're doing. And my uncle just recently got his license. He didn't have his license, now he has it. He never drove, now he's gonna start driving. But he bought more trucks, he had drivers for him, and then one day COVID came and he needed more drivers because people weren't working, didn't want to work or whatever. So the government did this thing or whatever where they'd help people get the funding and everything to do it or whatever, and he got it written off on taxes or something like that. So my license was basically free, but if we paid for it, it would have been $10,000. The tax write-off. He needed a worker for the business, so I don't know exactly how it went, whatever, but they did the same thing for my younger brother. He got his license a month or 2 before me, and not him, but someone did the paperwork wrong in the office, or one of the offices, either the MTO or one of the two, and they couldn't write it off, so they had to pay the full $10,500 or whatever. Now the price has gone up since, but you have a good night, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. It's a pleasure having you. Thanks for everything you do in the chat. ever since I got into trucking, I've been telling myself I'm going to have my own trucking business one day. I don't know if it's going to be nothing big, like, I don't know if it's going to be as big as my uncle's, because it's not big, like, he's only got 4 or 5 trucks or whatnot, plus a dump truck and a shop, and he's got machines, and he does a lot of work, excavating and stuff too, but I want to have at least my truck and then another truck and then have a driver driving, so when I'm off or whatever, I can have him paying the bills and all that. But I want to have my own truck for sure, which would be my own owner-operator. I'd be running my own business, right? I'd be finding brokers or contractors to pull stuff. Or I get my own trailer and call people and be like, hey, I see you got a pallet that needs to be moved from Ontario to Manitoba. I got a flat deck this long. I can do it for this much. And then you pick it up, you know, load boards. Like Shipping Wars, have you ever watched that? Good show. Yeah, now I have to drive. No, I always had a thought about being a truck driver. I just never thought it happened because obviously it's expensive to get the job, and obviously I just never thought I would. But once I got the chance, now I'm in love with it. Like I got big dreams. Once I got into big rig, I got big dreams. That's why I say it. Big rigs, big dreams. That's Tesla on the right-hand side we just passed. Well, that's the fuel island I go to, but this lighting up there is the town. That's the OP station, some houses to the right, to the left, blah, 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 blah. We have expediting and stuff more down south. Here there's no expedite. It would be cool to have expedite and stuff, but we have load boards and stuff. I've never looked into it because I don't do it, so I wouldn't know if you ships a thing here. I wouldn't see why not. But that's what a load board is basically. I'm pretty sure. But something people go to and they post what they need moved, when they need it moved, and then if you like the rate that they're charging or that they want to pay, or you could talk them up and stuff, you contact them and you see what they say. We're not too far from where we're going now. I think we're about half an hour away. I'll probably load tonight and head over to Blind River so I can have a coffee first thing in the morning. Okay. Coffee addict. You'd have to invest in a straight truck, like a non-CDL straight truck. You can only hold 3 tons, and you can get them with a sleeper. You can live in the thing if you want to, and they have a gate in the back that goes down. You put your dolly, you bring your pallet onto it, and then or your pallet jack, you put your pallet onto the whatever the lift, and it just elevates into your truck. My dad did that down south. I grew up in one of those trucks, but it was a DZ. It was commercial license. It was more than 3 tons, and I grew up in that truck. Yeah, but a pickup truck, you gotta lift it high in the air. There's a lot of guys on like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram and stuff that do it. There's 2 guys I watch. I can't remember their names, but they have one of those non-CDL box truck with a sleeper. They live inside of it, and well, they don't live in it, but that's what they're in all week long, and they just go from load to load, and yeah, less than 3 tons. You don't need a commercial license, and you could do a couple loads a day, and it's like whatever. Depending how many kilometers or miles you do a day, the more money you're gonna make. But if you do in town, you could probably get $300 a load. In Canada, if you buy a 2-wheel drive truck, it's because you're broke. Or you're buying it just to show people that you have a truck. My parents just bought leased for my mom's business, brand new GMC Sierra with the 6.2. That's got the 4x4, it's got an engine brake and all that crap, but I mean, it's tall, but it's not, I mean, I'm 6'1", so not that tall for me as a pickup truck. I don't know the full actual like rules and stuff to it, but I mean 1,600 kilometers. I mean that's 16 hours, right? That'd be like a 16-hour day. 100 kilometers an hour. I love Chevys. They look nice. I don't know much about trucks though. I like my hatchbacks. I like hatchbacks. I had a hatchback Ford Focus ST. I had it tuned. I had a bunch of stuff done to it. The week I crashed it was at 320 wheel horsepower. I was revising a tune. And then a woman missed her turn and slammed her brakes, and I ran into her at 60 kilometers an hour. No signal, obviously. Yeah, when I'm in a personal vehicle that's not governed, I'm doing 120, 130 on the highway at all times too. This thing is supposed to be governed at 105. It's not, because I need it to get up hills because I weigh 130,000 pounds. So I use more speed to get up the hill. But like this thing ain't going 120, 130 kilometers an hour, that's for sure. Down a hill it will, but not with the throttle. The roads aren't flat enough for me to go that fast, and this thing's locked out at like 111 or something like that. Like an extra 6 kilometers an hour, so I can start passing a faster truck at the start of a hill, and then they pass me and I get behind them. But if I were to take the hill at the same speed as them, they'd be 10 kilometers ahead of me in 2 minutes. Not really, but they put so much ground on me, I wouldn't even see them for the rest of the day. Highway 11 is flat. Highway 1117 is not, but Highway 11 is flat. Highway 17 is not. Highway 1117, which is a junction, is hilly. A lot of mountains there. The 17 is a very, very mountainy and hilly terrain. At least for me, like I've never driven to BC and stuff yet, so I call these mountains. But some of the truckers I watch, the hills they do They got runaway truck ramps on their hills and shit. We don't got that here because ours aren't that long. I've tried all those hills in American Truck Simulator. Smoked them. Runaway truck ramp. What's going on, brother? Stop at the bottom, toss my chains on, say, oh, you know, your old young man taking off. Spitting out, and I'm just manual making it up. I'll never drive a fucking automatic, especially in the winter. I drove one once. Hell, I've never had a problem in this truck. Automatic stalled, like the truck shut off. I've never had an automatic vehicle shut off on me ever in my life. How the hell does that happen? Every day. Eventually I want to end up going like from Canada across the States and back. But that would be in the future if I'm having a kid now. Thanks. I went fishing at a beach once as a kid with goggles on, and I put my head in, I open my eyes, and the first thing I see is the massive carcass of a fish, like bones and everything, just completely gone. And I was like, oh, ever since that, I was like, I'm not swimming, dude, again. Like, there's dead stuff in here. I still swim, but like, I'll swim in a lake and shit, but not the one that I seen that at. And if I see a snake, so help me God, you will see me defy gravity or physics, whatever. I don't know, man. I'm jumping in. Like, I love seeing snakes, watching snakes and shit, but like, if they're not in a cage and they're around me and they could just jump at me or some crap, like, nope. I'm not messing around with that. I don't know what kind of venom they got. You think I'm gonna study them and find that out? Nope. Those things got no bones, and they move really weird. Like, even a gardener snake, like, nope. My cousin chased me with one, and I hopped the entire fence in our backyard. Everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, what, you don't remember I did high jump? I sprinted, and I hopped the fence. I was gone. I was in that house with the door locked before they could even get through the fence. The only snake I actually picked up was a milk snake, and it was at Science North in Sudbury, and I had goosebumps instantly. I was scared. I told him to get him off me. Nope, don't like it. It feels so weird. Like just touching it with my finger, the hairs on my arms lift up, my legs, everything. I start like getting cold. It's weird. Oh, I hate it. But I would love to see a king cobra. I'd love to see the eastern back. Fuck, what's it called? Or no, the diamondback. Oh, I don't fucking know. One of the most poisonous ones. Or I watch like J Prehistoric Pets and stuff. Some of the stuff they got, insanely cool. I'd go there and go check all those out. I just won't touch them or handle them, even though you can't because they're poisonous. But like I want to go to Australia, but that's a scary place to go to. I have a friend with a python. I'll never go to his house. That thing escaped and he couldn't find it for hours. Yeah, a kangaroo will punch you out, like. Just the videos of people walking up to their houses and there's just a spider on their door that's like 3/4 the size of the door, or a snake in their toilet. Like, if I was in the bathroom and a snake came underneath the door and I wouldn't go out the door if the snake was there. Like, there's no way. So I'd find something to probably like take my eyes out so I can't see it, and then yeah. So I can't see it, well, I don't know where it's at, then I just run. Or cover my eye, I don't know, man. I've never, ever liked snakes. I feel like Serpent River. We're not going that far today. We're going to Blind River and then Sprague. After Sprague is Serpent River, I believe. But yeah, we're not going back to Sudbury today. We're going just to load and back to Blind River for the night. I mean, unless I get tired while loading. Or if there's a truck loading when I get there, I'm not loading. I'm just gonna go to bed. Gentlemen agreements. I just don't like things that aren't human around me. Exactly. I won't go past Sprague. I'm moving to Sprague and I'm not going back home. Window keeps opening on its own. It's one of those crank windows. I gotta like take my door apart so I can put it back on the track or figure out what's wrong with my handle. It's so annoying. Yeah, I avoid humans too. I don't talk to people. But I don't know, like I had a mouse in my, it was a house mouse or something. Like I went to Thunder Bay and then I seen a mouse just standing there in my truck. Like it must have just got in there. So I threw it out. Then I didn't see it for hours. It must have got back in because I'm not going to kill the thing. It must have got back in because I seen the same size, same, like everything. It looked exactly the same. So I threw it out again. But stupid me went to bed in the same parking lot that I put it out in. So it got back in my truck, and then I was driving, and I had to catch it in a coffee cup, pull over, and then I like tossed a coffee cup into the ditch, and I got back in my driver's seat, and I went through every single gear in my transmission so fast, there's no way that thing got back in, and I haven't seen it ever since. But I caught the same mouse 3 times. So it had to be like around humans. Like there's no way. Like my grandpa lives in Albin, so mice get in his truck all the time. Because just where he lives in the bush and stuff. So they get in his truck all the time, so he has mice traps everywhere, and he can't even catch them with the mice traps. He can't. I caught it with a coffee cup 3 times. I found a hole, so I fixed the hole. The hole's now gone. Those things can get into the tiniest little slit though. Like it could get in from my transmission if it wanted to. Like underneath the truck, I have a shifter, and there's a shifter boot. If it got on top of the transmission and climbed into the boot, it could eat through the boot and get in. It's rubber, so that's one way. But no, I found where it came in and I fixed that up, so that's not a problem anymore. I've never had a mice problem in here. I don't find poop. I keep it clean. Yeah, my truck's manual. 13 speed. That's why it's loud sometimes and then it's quiet, because I play with it. I like the noise. My car was manual too. The only reason I'll get an automatic is because my girlfriend. But all my cars, all my vehicles are going to be until there's no more manuals. Yeah, don't touch the clutch. I touch it once, I could drive for 12 hours, and unless I gotta like jam the brakes and I can't shift, I gotta slow down so fast, then I gotta put the clutch in, because then obviously it's gonna lug out, I'm gonna stop. Or I could just take it out of gear and put it in neutral, but then the engine's not slowing me down, and then it's called Mexican overdrive, and when you got weight behind you, it pushes you, and when you're in neutral, you just roll freely. There's no restrictions, so yeah. But yeah, I could drive for all day long without the clutch. But yeah, I could drive for all day long without the clutch. There's still newer cars. Yeah, I know. There's still newer cars that are being made with manuals, though. Actually, sorry. Well, there is still some that come out with it. Like they make them specially for that. But I'm pretty sure they stopped making the Golf Rs and the GTIs in manual this year. Or next year, it's gonna not be manual anymore. Or it's the last manual next year. I don't know. There's still some, but electric's not going to be. It's not going to be full electric for a very, very, very long time, and they're not going to go fully automatic. There's no way. They make more money off people who special order a manual transmission. So why would they stop doing it? You have to special order it. You can get most cars in a manual as long as they offer it. You just got to pay more for it now. Back in the day, you used to pay more for an automatic. Mine was a 2016 and it was manual. My brother has a 2017 or a 2018 Golf R. His is manual. And obviously you can get pretty sure you can get the new Mustangs in manual, you can get the new, a lot of shit in manual, but I mean, I like older hatchbacks and stuff. I don't really like new cars. I like knowing there's less electronics to fail. Would be a classic. What kind of car do you have? A 97? I'm gonna say Prelude. I don't know. Oh, I think you sent it to me. I didn't look. Yeah, same thing here. So even with transports, if your transport is older than a certain year, you don't need a governor, you don't need a speed limiter or whatever, you don't need an e-log, you don't need emissions, like at all. You don't need a muffler, you don't need anything on the fucking thing. They won't care. The second you take it off on a new truck, fucking tickets galore. Yeah, I opened it up without service and the pictures wouldn't load, and now the thing's not lit up anymore, so now I gotta remember to go check at it. I don't know what year it is. 90 something, but my little cousin has a Volkswagen Rabbit, red in color, manual, 4-speed or 3-speed with overdrive. I don't know, man. Thing's dog shit slow. It's not running right now. My uncle's getting it running right now, and it is top speed, I believe. After like 15 minutes, you might hit 90 kilometers an hour. Oh yeah, this thing's 04, and I think it's got to be 98 or older to be exempt from all that crap. Like there's people who drive around in like 83s and shit, like 83 whatever Mack truck and shit like that. Like people take care of their stuff, but what they do is they put glider kits. So they put a older motor into a newer truck, and they go off the VIN number off of the engine. So the truck's basically an 83. If you got an 83 motor that's running and good to go, you throw it into the truck. There you go. You got a brand new 379, but it doesn't have emissions or anything because the motor's older and it's exempt. Idea what year it is, but it is gorgeous. The red's not even like faded, like it looks good. Convertible too, like soft top.
Upcoming violation.
2-hour limit. We're probably just gonna save at the mine then. I think glider kits are now illegal in the States or in Canada. I don't remember. Probably in most states, to be honest, with all the emission laws and stuff. But they realize too many people are going to do that. They're buying new trucks and putting old motors in them, and then they're just getting away with everything. Actually, no, we're fucking already in Blind River, so we're just gonna load and go back to Blind River. Because I want a coffee in the morning. glider kit is I don't know exactly how to explain it. I'm pretty sure it's basically it's a kit to transfer an old engine into a newer truck, I think. I don't know. I'd have to do a little more research, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like, a glider kit is a newer truck with older, like, it's exempt because of that. I'm pretty sure it's the engine only. There might be more rules to it now, I don't know. But that's what I wanted. I wanted to buy a newer flat top 379. Because the cap aren't rotted. Well, 379 is not going to really rot if someone took care of it. It's nice trucks, but I mean, yeah, you buy a new truck, you put an old motor. Well, I think you could. No, fuck, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Yes, it's normal color now. I think maybe it was because the moon's a lot higher now too. Maybe it was because of the fire, maybe. But I'm fucking. Or it could have just been from the sun. Still, I don't know. It is definitely white now, though, not red. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what a glider kit is. Would basically, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And yeah, you put like a 98 motor in, and now you're exempt from all the emissions because the motor is too old and it's grandfathered, so they can't force you to put emissions onto something that legally didn't need the emissions back in that time because it was emission compliant back then. So if it was emission compliant back then, why should you have to change it now? But they're making it illegal to do that, or they're making rules so I don't know, they're trying to stop it because people are obviously not using e-logs. They don't have speed limiters. Like, I think BC just finally is starting to pass a law that they have to govern their trucks. In Ontario, you've had to have that forever. I don't know exactly how long, but I mean, ever since I've been driving, for sure. Oh yeah. The thing with those motors is, as long as you don't blow the bottom end, like a hole through the block or something, you change the parts you need, you just get a new head. Kind of like a fucking dirt bike. You blow it up, you fix it. As long as the bottom end's not fucked. Like the D12 motor, this truck that I have now, the D12, this one's good. It doesn't have problems. The D13s, which is what TZ has in his truck, and what my brother has in his truck, and what my uncle's truck has. My grandpa has the same motor as me, same year truck as me, but the newer Volvos have a D13, or some of them have a D16. But the D13 itself has so many problems. It's got DPF, it's got DEF, all that crap, which no one wants, but they blow up all the time. They have problems with their pistons. A lot of knock. They drop. They're not good motors. They were built like crap. The D16 was actually discontinued in North America because they had problems up here with the D16. In Europe, they live by it. That's all they use there in Volvos, the D16 and Max. But here, they don't sell it in North America at all. They said there's too many problems. I don't know if that's because of the temperature and shit, but whatever. Doesn't make sense to me.
Upcoming violation.
This is 2004. It doesn't have depth. I think 2005 started with depth. No. 05 or 06? 2005 or 2006? I don't know. Unless it's just the Volvos that don't have depth at that year. Oh, I don't know. This doesn't even have a depth tank on it. It doesn't. It never did. There's not even an after treatment system in my dash, so I can't even do that. This truck's loud. All I did was put a bigger exhaust tip on it, and it made it much louder. They made the tone much louder. I went from like a 5-inch exhaust tip to like a fucking 10-inch exhaust tip. Massive. Looks beautiful. I've driven trucks with DEF and DPF. I hate it. It smells like cat pee, first of all. And all our DPF trucks have problems with what's it called? Regens. We had to buy a tool to force regens, and all those trucks are in limp mode unless you have this tool plugged in. It's really, really dumb. Oh yeah, it's because it's coming out off this phone. It's literally right out of the speaker. I'm surprised you can hear that. Diesel's more than gas here too. I could be wrong though. It used to be more than gas during COVID. I don't think it ever went back down. I think it was up to $3.50 a liter at a point. Or $2.50 a liter, I don't remember. No, it was $2.99. That's what it was in Wawa. I think I put 300 liters and it cost me $900. And I had to get a reimbursement. Regular up where we were between Wawa and the Sioux is $1.80 a liter for regular. But that's the only gas station for 3 hours. So like they up their that's why they call it highway robbery. They literally up their prices because they know that truckers can't fucking get around it. Like, the Tim Hortons in Nipigon is the only Tim Hortons there, and they raise their price like an extra 40 cents for a fucking coffee because they know truck drivers need coffees, and they will stop and they will pay the extra 40 cents for that coffee. steal money. What do you mean trucker mess? I started driving in September 2 years ago. Well, it's going to be 2 years in September. I got my license the end of this month 2 years ago, or start of August 2 years ago. Canada's a mess for truckers right now, but they keep shutting down schools. I keep giving out like licenses to guys without doing the training and shit. Oh, I wasn't a trucker yet, but I was there. I'm not allowed in Quebec. I gotta get my license settled up before I go there to do work, because my license is suspended in Quebec right now because I haven't paid my exhaust ticket. I crossed the bridge accidentally because the road was closed, so I was forced to go there. And then the cop was waiting for loud cars and pulled me over. And then he ticketed me for license plate cover and exhaust. Yeah, all those mandates were actually stupid, but he put in martial fucking law over a protest. And he literally, there's videos of him protesting while there's fucking horns blaring in the background, protesting on Parliament Hill. Like, such a hypocrite. I mean, like, you're putting martial law into place. The army's coming to police the people because of a protest. Like, people were getting run over by horses, like pepper spray and shit. Like, it was stupid. None of that happened when I was there. I was there right before all that happened. The cops asked then. I just wasn't allowed to bring my truck down. I don't remember, but either way, it was an insane sight to see, though. It was really, really, really cool to see. And there was people had fully covered trucks with signatures. Like, the guys were giving out markers and saying, like, oh, sign your name here. And there's transports out there with signatures of all these people. There's the Freedom truck, the red Kenworth, Freedom 2022. I'm sure you see him in the States and stuff. Or not, or unless he sold the truck or whatnot, but you see it one day. And I seen it there. And I met the guy. down. No one's loading. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, everyone was happy. Everyone was happy except for the people that lived there and heard the honking all day long. And then they started saying, "Oh, I have PTSD" and all this stuff. Like, yeah, okay. PTSD from what? You're 34 years old. Fuck. You don't know my backstory. Well, there was no war 30 years ago that you were in. Yes, I always stop here to change. I just gotta put my high vis on, my boots. I already did. I had my boots on already. I just put my high vis sweater on, my hard hat. Make sure I got my card. Gotta make sure I'm visible. If I wasn't wearing pants, I'd probably get out without the fucking pants on. I'd put my sweater on and just get out. When I'm at home, I don't wear pants, that's for sure. I'm stuck in them all week. Open my hatch. I will be right back. Oh, I might have to back up. I'll be right back. It was awesome. He opened my trailer for me. All I had to do was my paperwork. Well, I'm definitely not gonna have trouble falling asleep tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, I feel like it's a little colder actually. Outside feels a lot colder. But it's because my AC is constantly blowing. Like I don't have any. Like I can't even turn the AC warmer because the heater core is completely off. I have no heat at all in the truck, so I can't even like make my AC warmer. That's why. I don't need heat, I just don't need fucking minus 30 fucking air coming at me. Oh, it's 2. Fuck it, I might just sleep here. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is sleep here. $16. Fuck, it's cold. Usually it's like 20 overnight. That means the truck's really got to run tonight. I shut the truck off last night and I woke up to I was fully loaded. I put brand new shocks on and all I hear is just clunk, clunk, clunk. Fucking the weight of the trailer was going down onto my drives. And it was pushing down on my shocks, and I don't want to have to change my shocks out in like a month or two, because with the weight of the trailer on it, with fucking 40 metric tons, those shocks are gonna go down too much, and then they're gonna start leaking. So I had to start the truck, and I couldn't fall back asleep, so I watched. Yeah, I was probably around when Joey started the stream, so I watched that a bit, passed out, woke up again, then passed out, and then went to work. Yeah, they don't care if I sleep here. It's the young guys working tonight too anyways. But no, there's a spot where we're able to sleep. You see, there was a truck there last night when we pulled in. That's where I'm going to be sleeping. If there's no air in my airbags, then my fenders sit on my tires and my shocks are bottomed out. But they're not meant to be bottomed out with weight on them. So if they're bottomed out with weight on them, then they overextend a little bit inside, and then they start leaking the oil out, and then they become rough and they're not good anymore. But like there's always air in the airbags when the truck's running, but if I shut the truck off, if there's any air leaks anywhere, like any little thing, like I don't have air leaks, but I have this fucking thing in here, and I didn't put pipe dope on the fucking thread, and I don't have any in the truck, so air leaks out of here constantly, and it's not a lot of air, but that takes air out of my system pretty fucking quick. So when the truck's off, the compressor's not constantly building more air, and then I just lose all my air, and then I'm basically fucking my shocks up. There is metal bumpers on the bottom of my frame rail that go onto my differential and that are meant to stop them from going down, but those are bent because I don't think this truck's meant to haul this much weight. But even then, you're not supposed to air down overnight. Level valves, like unless you're in a completely flat parking lot, your level valve's gonna leak air, and yeah. Like I don't have a 2-axle dry van, so shocks actually aren't too bad. Like we don't pay labor. I do the shocks myself. It's 2 bolts of shock, one on top, one on the bottom. I need a wrench and an impact. Sometimes heat if I don't put never sees. But I do most of my work myself as long as it's not brakes or something to do with safety. I'm doing it to my own truck. I love wrenching. It's something I love doing. And I've saved myself from needing a mechanic or a tow on the side of the road plenty of times. I had to fix a coolant line with a part that I had in the truck. Wasn't meant for it. I fixed it. I got myself down the road and there was no coolant. So I had to grab my jugs, go to a ditch and grab a bunch of water and throw it into my rad. Most guys would have just called a tow truck and said, can you bring me like 14 liters of coolant? Yeah, I do everything on my own. Like, I can do brakes and shit. I do them. I just make sure the mechanic goes over it and adjusts them after. Make sure nothing's gonna fall off and shit. Which nothing's gonna fall off. I've done plenty of them. I know how to do it. I've done drums on cars. I've done drums on trucks. Drums are super, super easy. There's 2 springs for the shoes. They go on the rollers. They sit there. You put the springs on. The shoes are now held together with those springs tight. And then you put the drum on top. And then once you release your slack adjuster, it pushes them up. And now they're on the drum. And now they're stuck there. And that's what holds your brakes. Yeah, a shop. Most shops just do a remove and replace price. Like, they don't even quote it. It's a system that does it. But not every car is easy to do a fuel pump. Some of them you got to take the whole back seat out. You got to take the floor out. Not out, but the carpet. You got to move the carpet just to get there. Some cars you actually have to fucking drill to get to it. It's so dumb. Yeah, getting the drum off is a very bad pain. Yeah, we just grab a sledgehammer, we get underneath the trailer, a big 10-pound sledgehammer, boom! No, we do brakes a lot more often than a car does, so they don't seize like that. Plus, these brakes get so hot that you're not gonna get rust. The outside of the drum's rusty, but the inside's completely shiny. Oh yeah, see. I mean, I used to work at a shop. I was a service advisor, so I dealt with customers. And yeah, we had a lot of people from out of town come and something break, and then they gotta wait an extra 2 weeks, extend their trip just to get their car fixed. I think it's a I think it's a Dodge Journey that's a really, really big pain to do. Like, people drill holes because they don't want to drop the whole tank, because if they drop the tank, they got to do fuel straps and lines. Because those lines aren't going to come off, and the straps are going to break. Well, I say that like you guys are in the Rust Belt. I live in the Rust Belt. If you guys look underneath any vehicle here that's never been undercoated, you'd shit yourself. 6 inches of rust. Yeah, the battery's underneath the fucking seat. To do a battery, you gotta remove the seat. Like, oh my. Unless you got small hands. And the batteries aren't cheap because it has to be one of those batteries with a fucking vent. You're gonna see some snow this winter. On my lives, oh man, sometimes I'll be driving and there's nothing in the suit, and then I go down the first big hill and then it's just a fucking whiteout. You literally cannot see. Whiteouts every single day. Snow squalls, lake effect, snow squalls. If you watch the stream today, oh, it was dark so you couldn't really see it. You could see all the openings to the bays, but the highway runs along the lake. Anytime there's no trees or rocks, wind, snow, squall. Right on the road, black ice, snow, slush, you can't see anything, and then 2 minutes later you see really good, and then nothing again. That or I gotta offload in snow. By the time I start offloading, there's like nothing on the ground, and then by the time I'm done offloading and it's already like fucking halfway at my boot. I change elevation so often that, I mean, fucking temperature changes often too. So at the top of a hill, I start a hill and the bottom of the hill looks nice, and then the top of the hill is colder obviously, and that's gonna have black ice and slush. And slush is the absolute worst to drive in. Like, you'll spin a lot easier on slush than you will on some ice on the road, like going up. Some hills in the winter I actually have to pull over before, so I can start off from the lowest gear, and I gotta get out and lift my axle. If I lift my axle, then it puts more weights on my drive, so my rear end, like my tires on my truck, not the trailer, have more weight on them and they can't spin as easy. All things I learned from my grandpa, which is old school. They don't teach you that shit in school. I actually don't mind it. I rather the cold over the heat. Yeah, we drive through that. You'll see some of the stuff I drive through, you'll be like, holy fuck, the city would be closed, man. But no, we drive through it. Like, as long as the highway's not closed, if I feel safe, I'm going. I know what I could drive through. I've driven through shit that I shouldn't have driven through, and I made it. So I know I can do it. You just take your time. You obviously go slower, and you do what you gotta do to get where you're going. The worst part is, some people drive like 20 kilometers an hour with their four-ways on the highway instead of pulling over. And then there's someone like me who's driving 60 in a 90 instead. Which is a good speed to drive. According to conditions, 60 kilometers an hour. I mean, it's not too fast. It's 40 miles. Yeah, or when I pull into the mine and the mine didn't think like, oh, we should probably bring the sander out and sand the hill for the guys that we knew are coming 12 hours ago. So let's not sand the hill, and then when they pull in, they'll spin out, and then we gotta pull them up the hill. That happened last year. And then there's one place I go to, LDI, that's where I grabbed that like $500,000 load. Yeah, I don't like when people drive. If I'm in the passenger seat, like, I can't. I gotta be the one driving. My brother drove this truck while I was with them once, and instead of me sleeping, I sat in the passenger seat the whole time watching. I was like, I know he can drive, I don't, you never know. I trust him, I don't trust the other drivers. Yeah, one place we go to get palladium, there's a mandatory chain effect. We gotta put chains on there. They're pretty fun. You might see me put some on this winter. Can't go over 60 kilometers an hour, max 70. You're driving, it's like, the whole thing's fucking shaking. All you hear is metal cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, cling, clang. Yeah. But it's cool. They work, that's for sure. Well, I gotta go get my paper and close my hatch. I will be back in T-minus 2 minutes, or a medium pace. I just remembered I only got one smoke left, so why is it? You were a moderator. I don't understand why I took you away. It probably won't work now. I gotta do it after. going on. I said fuck it because I just remembered I only have one smoke. I'm gonna go to Blind River so I can have a coffee in the morning and have a smoke. Because if I don't have a smoke in the morning, I'm gonna be one angry camper. Good back. Driving on ice isn't bad. Driving on black ice, you can't see it, so that gets a little scary. Oh, our rear end is so much nicer. With those new shocks, I gotta do the front shocks now. They're not gone, they're just starting to leak. Snake River, we're going to Blind River. If we were going to Snake River, I'd rather be blind. I don't know why I took the blue away from you, Justin. I don't know. I must have screwed something up earlier. looked at the chat earlier and it literally had him, all his messages were deleted and him hidden. I was like, what the fuck? No. I guess my fat fucking Pollock fingers, sausage fingers, touched the wrong thing. Yeah, we're going back from where we came from now. To the Tim Hortons I stopped at last night. I didn't rewatch that stream yet, not yet. Are you in the Are you in my Discord? Send it to me on Discord, either to me or just in one of the chats. I don't really care. Or if not, if you don't have me posted, and just tag me, Aleks Halls, and Joey's in one of the chats. Then we can add each other and you can send it to me. Better chance I'll see it there than rewatching it with my ADD. Good coffee all day long. I haven't had a good coffee since like 7 or 8. No, yeah, 7 or 8. probably just gonna end the stream and just go right to bed. So 10:30, I'll be up around 10. I'll be up around 10:30, starting another stream in the morning tomorrow. It should be pretty straightforward for a couple hours. I think I'll end it in the Sioux and then start it back up at the mine, depending on the time. You got 3.5 hours.
Upcoming violation.
1 hour left. Good thing we're parking right now. I am in Blind River at the Esso in Tim Hortons. Yes. That's the one. I love this place. It's 15 minutes from loading. It's not far. I can get a coffee. But I'm going to sleep here, so I don't need a coffee right now. Plug me my microwave in. I really don't feel like making food, so I'm making craft dinner because it takes 2 minutes and I can go to bed. Which is fucking gross, but I mean. Well, that's gonna be a wrap for tonight. Because I am actually fucking tired. Oh. I would like to thank you guys for sticking around. And as always, I love you all. Craft dinner. The cheapest fucking one. Fucking macaroni noodles. All right, brother. You have fun getting ready for work. I will see you later on today if you are around. I'll fly out work. Hopefully it goes better than it did yesterday. And as always, remember, with big rigs comes big dreams. So I'm gonna go actually get a bed head because I mean I already have one. Have a good night, guys. I love you all. Thanks for staying around for so long. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I can't even say that. Big rigs, big dreams. I love you all. You guys have a good night. Oh, sausage thumb.